Here's why narcissists will always backstab you at the end of the day. Everyone, today we delve into the intriguing world of narcissists and their false sense of superiority. Our aim is to explore why narcissists often perceive themselves as more knowledgeable and competent than others, and why admitting mistakes proves to be such a challenge for them. If you find this video insightful or enjoyable, I kindly invite you to subscribe to my channel. Before we proceed, let's clarify that when we refer to narcissists, we're not simply addressing individuals who occasionally display some self-centered or arrogant traits. We're discussing individuals who are entirely consumed by their own needs and desires, often exhibiting a notable indifference towards others. They tend to be resistant to critique, easily envious, and believe that everyone should share in their envy. This inherent competitiveness typically arises from a deep-rooted sense of envy. The term narcissistic wound is frequently used to describe how individuals with narcissistic tendencies react when someone else achieves success, displays intelligence, or accomplishes something that challenges their own ego. These emotional scars can be inflicted by anyone, from strangers to romantic partners, colleagues, or even their own children. In response, narcissists engage in a constant battle known as one-upmanship, seeking to surpass others and even denigrate them if they cannot elevate themselves. Let's explore some of the common strategies that narcissists employ to enhance their perceived value in the eyes of others, as they often resort to these behaviors. 1. Let's address the issue of narcissists boasting about their brilliance and capabilities through lies. Narcissists often attempt to diminish the value of another person's degree by claiming that their own degree was more essential or required greater effort. They may even fabricate having multiple degrees, exaggerating their qualifications. Additionally, they may use phrases like completely qualified to describe themselves, asserting expertise in specific skills that they may or may not possess. For instance, they might claim proficiency as a forklift driver, electrician, or even a neurosurgeon. If confronted with a topic they are not well versed in, a narcissist may feel compelled to fabricate an answer to appear knowledgeable. However, when facing someone with background knowledge, they may rapidly shift gears and become defensive or even aggressive when challenged or proven wrong. The problem arises when confronted with facts or challenged by a superior, such as a manager or supervisor, as they resort to claiming they were misinformed, lied to, or made to look foolish. Their response has no bearing on their actual knowledge or the lack thereof. 2. Narcissists often attempt to impress others by using a rooted language. You may have noticed how narcissists sprinkle their conversations with words they perceive as intellectual. For example, they may use precipitation instead of rain when discussing the weather. They often employ terms such as literally, rationally, and nevertheless while elaborating on their points. Additionally, they may incorporate technical jargon that only experts would recognize. Criticisms or challenges from individuals lacking their perceived level of understanding are deemed invalid. Sometimes, when they hear intellectually stimulating words, they understand their meaning but use them in unusual or amusing contexts. If others fail to comprehend what the narcissist is expressing, they may accuse them of being too dense to grasp simple concepts. 3. Narcissists choose to surround themselves only with individuals who possess similar levels of intelligence, wealth, fame, and social standing. Narcissists portraying themselves as part of an exclusive group. This behavior is often observed within office settings, where certain individuals constantly seek to gain favor with the boss or other influential colleagues. They may find those on a comparable level as themselves to be unworthy of their attention. Some employees might even attempt to assume a managerial role, issuing directives, delegating tasks, monitoring progress, and controlling their teammates' lunch breaks. These are just a few examples of the tactics employed by narcissists to reinforce their perceived superiority. As we delve further into this topic, please feel free to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments section below. And if you found this video informative and engaging, I invite you to subscribe to my channel for more valuable content. Thank you for watching. 4. The inclination to assume leadership. Narcissists often take charge in projects and eagerly step forward when things go awry. This can involve offering legal advice despite lacking legal training or providing guidance on medical issues without medical expertise. They may give suggestions on dealing with a troublesome neighbor or finding a suitable house to buy. While occasionally their advice may prove beneficial, more often than not, they simply revel in the power of persuasion and the sound of their own voices. If their advice does yield positive results, they feel an overwhelming urge to claim, "I saved you." Conversely, if things do not go as planned, they may attempt to disown responsibility, asserting, "Well, I never said that," or "You didn't do it the way I instructed." In some cases, they may even create a crisis to position themselves as the hero who can save the day. Additionally, if they spread rumors about someone, they may later intervene to mediate a conflict between the individuals involved. 5. Offering advice that is often flawed. Narcissists constantly strive to come up with alternative solutions or find faults in existing ones. They may repeat useful information but present it as if it were their original idea. They tend to seek out problems that may not even exist or are of minimal importance. Alternatively, they may insist on minor adjustments merely to feel as though they are making a significant impact. 6. Claiming heightened sensitivity based on questionable tests or scientific evidence. Narcissists may assert that they possess heightened empathy by citing online tests where they scored high or referencing statements from therapists regarding their excessive concern for others. They may even proclaim they have an exceptionally high IQ supported by experimental results. However, if one pays close attention, these tests and their results are often concealed from scrutiny, leaving room for doubt. Narcissists exploit these tests to exaggerate their accomplishments, attributes, and selflessness, or to justify their career choices and claim that their relationships, and even their own children, hold them back. 7. Unwillingness to change beliefs for fear of damaging their fragile ego. Narcissists staunchly refuse to alter their beliefs, as doing so would be perceived as a weakness or an admission of flaws and errors. They fear that giving up or conceding would reveal vulnerabilities in their character. When faced with criticism or questioning, they often respond with condescending laughter, dismissive gestures like rolling their eyes or waving their hand, or by outright dismissing the evidence presented to them. In many cases, narcissists resort to personal attacks, focusing on an individual's flaws, regardless of how ancient or irrelevant they may be. They may employ derogatory comments about age, appearance, or company affiliation. Generalizing and categorizing others is a common practice utilized to undermine their arguments or positions. Narcissists have a tendency to attack their rivals by undermining their credibility. Whether the person is a scientist or a lawyer, it does not matter to the narcissist. Their cognitive bias drives them to search for flaws in the other person's argument or position. Some individuals find it easier to attack others rather than defend themselves. Alternatively, narcissists may intentionally deceive others, resorting to overstatement, lies, and even aggression. This approach seems easier than admitting their own ignorance or outright admitting they are wrong. In their eyes, someone else's correctness, greater success, or achievements may be perceived as evidence of evil, dishonesty, or exploitation. They may also engage in pity parties, claiming that they could have achieved greatness if not for setbacks, missed opportunities, or other external factors. Narcissists, however, tend to resist new ideas or experiences, hindering their personal growth and maturation. Their fragile egos make it difficult for them to yield any ground without feeling weak. Often, narcissists exacerbate their situation by engaging in behaviors that make them appear ridiculous in an attempt to boost their self-image. These are just a few of the ways narcissists deceive others into thinking they are superior. There is much more that could be explored on this topic. Feel free to share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. If you found this video informative or helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel for future updates on mental health related issues. Stay tuned for more insightful content.